gonna show you a new collection in this video. It's called Wildflowers. This collection is from 2016. I know it sounds old, but I think it's a precious, awesome collection with a lot of flowers and colorful, and I thought it needs to be back into my shop at the Lily Pad. So I like to introduce you with this video the collection, and let's jump directly into the folders, and we start with the previews so you can see what you can expect from this collection. A lot of flowers you get, Lupilalusas, gesso, a lot of impasto styles, papers, and yes, very colorful. Then we have some brushes and out of the box frames, stitches, the storybook templates and the weekly templates we have here. Okay, and this is what my CT girl created with the collection. You can see a lot of brighter backgrounds here, and then a lot of colorful elements, artsy style elements on top of each other. So I really, it's one of the favorite collection I have created, and it was the first collection I started with the Painter's Toolbox pieces. So you can only find two packs with Painter's Toolbox, and after that collection it grew more and more into a really Painter's Toolbox bundle later then. Okay, so let's jump into the first folder, which are the artsy bits and pieces number 1. And here you get the artsy bits a lot with yes, colorful and flowers on top, and we have here also paper piece, cardboard, and here a heart. So all together you get all those artsy bits and pieces number 1 elements, and then we have the second artsy bits and pieces number 2, and here you get a lot of flowers, more versatile, also some watercolor painted flowers, poppies, swirls we have here, transfers, watercolor pieces. So this is the artsy bits and pieces number 2 pack. And then we have an alpha, and the alpha is created. You get 3 different versions. You get uppercase, numbers, and some signs, and we jump in the bluish one, and they are transparent with little, it's like you know those glass spheres, and some of them do have integrated a flower, and this is what I tried to create here with this art, with this alpha. So it looks really nice, and you get 3 different versions, and this is the first version, the bluish, and then we have the one with the greenish, so it has a little bit of a greenish flare and different flowers here. So also this is transparent, and then we have the third one, it's the pinkish one, so with pink flowers, and you have here a glow on top with a little bit of pink. Also this one is transparent. Then the next folders are the art flowers. They are painted. I have drawn them with Photoshop, and you get 7 different PNG files with those art flowers. And then we have the gesso smears. It's real gesso painted, and then it's transparent, so it really blends nicely with your backgrounds. So you can overlay them everywhere. You can clip and use them as a mask. And I also attached the smears as brushes, as brush files. And then I have also added some styles. So I'm gonna open that, and we'll use that a little bit later here. Then the next folders are the Loopy-La-Looses. They are totally different here. We have here art strokes, also some splashes and drawings, and they are totally wild. Here are the loops, and also of course all those Loopy-La-Looses and art strokes you get as an ABR file, so you can load them in your Photoshop or Photoshop Elements. Yes, here we go, arrows, so different one, and you get this full pack here with the Loopy-La-Looses. And then the next folders are the magic lights, a lot of bokeh effects. Here we have some spheres, bokeh, and here we have some magic overlays. You can use them on your images to change maybe the color of the image, and use the settings of overlay, for example. So play with the settings of your layer, and each image will work differently with the magic lights. So there's really a try and error, and try and that something works. So it's magic lights are created, they look fabulous if you have the right image and use the right magic lights. That's why I have always so much magic lights in a collection, that you have a variation to use them on your images. Okay, so the next element pack are the messy flower brushes, and this is how they look. You get also an ABR file with all the flowers here. This is how they look like, and only flowers, and you can use them with color overlays, with impasto styles. You can clip papers on it. You can clip on them artsy bits and pieces, because they are transparent, so they are very versatile to use. And then we have the out of the box frames. They come to you as an PSD file, so when you open them you get a layered file with 2 masks, and you clip on the mask your images. And I have created in my YouTube channel a quick tip video about out of the box frames. So if you like to know more about them and how to use them, just click on it, and I will link this video in the description box, so you can use that and will be redirected. Okay, the next folders are the stitches. We have some stitches, realistic stitches. Also here you get an ABR file for Photoshop and Photoshop Elements, and this is how they look. They are messy, and but if you look really onto a realistic stitch, it is always messy, so it's not clear, and it does have some shadowing as well, so you have this realistic feeling when you add them on your layout. Next folders are the urban masks. Here you get some different one. The base is a kind of paper, here, and then I added a lot of different scratches, textures, lightning here. So you get here 6 different urban masks, and as well you get for the urban mask an ABR file for Photoshop and Photoshop Elements. And then we jump directly into the impasto papers. They are wild, very wild. Well, they are artwork itself, so you don't need to add a lot. I think they work perfectly if you maybe want to create a card for a summer party or a birthday in summer. So only use that paper and write on top of it "Happy Birthday," and maybe add a little photo of the birthday child, and however you want. So also you can use them with clipping masks. So if you have an urban mask, for example, and then we go into the impasto papers, copy, paste, we clip that, and this is what you also get. And this can be used directly on a solid paper. And these are the solid papers. They are very nature feel textures, and just drag and drop that, and this is what it can look like. And you can add then on top of it your photo if you like. We pick now here a little bit of the well, we pick a stitch here. Okay, so let's stitch that here, and then we have the gesso smears here. Let's open that one, drag and drop, and place that here on top. And this is what you get here. You have here some styles what I added to the gesso smears, and this is how it can look. It changes a little bit. Maybe we'd zoom in so you can see that better. This is up to you how you like to use that gesso smear with the styles. Okay, let's go back to the solid papers. So we have here a lot of different textures: wood, cork. This is a little bit of jeans paper, cardboard, and yes. So you get 9 different solid papers for the Wildflower collection. And the next folder are solid impasto papers. They have this impasto, a solid impasto texture, and you get for each color of the collection you get 2 different versions. One is with a little bit smaller, finer paint strokes, and another one is more thicker and looks more layered. So each color do have 2 different versions. Also you can use them, of course, to clip that anything, or use them how they are. This is up to you how you like to use them. Very bold colors here, and you get 26 different papers here, 12 by 12 papers. So now we jump into the painter's toolbox. We have the impasto styles. This is how they look like, and let's try something. We use that one, place that one, and turn that off. So we have here the artsy bit, and this is how they look like. Oh, I see this is wrong, but I have here the second one. Okay, this one, and they are very colorful. totally different. This looks pretty cool. They are all seamless. I always use those styles on not too huge elements, because they are really created for smaller elements like this one, because you can, the bigger the element is, the more you can see the repeating of the pattern, created with this seamless pattern. That was really hard work to find out how I do that the best, because if I would add a much more bigger image as a pattern, it would increase the size of each style so much and slows down your Photoshop so much, you can't believe it. So that's why I have this repeating pattern always in my styles. And if you want to use it on a bigger element, then I would more recommend you to clip impasto paper on it than using any of the styles, because really the styles work for smaller pieces, like maybe those artsy bits and pieces. So you can use really each artsy bits and pieces and use them with the styles. That's always possible and always looks cool. Let's we use that bigger one. So we have that green one, red one. I also like that one a lot. And yes, these are the impasto styles, this one. And then we have the solid impasto styles. And this is like the solid papers you have, but only as styles. And also here you can combine the solid impasto style with the solid impasto styles, and they work perfectly with each other together and blend them nicely. So like the white one here that looks a little bit like gesso. Let's use the big one. That's also nice. It's also blends nicely here with the bright background. And these are the impasto solid styles, also seamless, so you can they repeat on a certain way, but that is what perfectly is for your artsy bits and pieces, for example, to use on them. So this is a very little painter's toolbox, how I already mentioned before, but that was the start of the painter's toolbox. So then we jump into the storybook templates. They come as a PSD file. If you see anywhere on my previews that it's available as a TIFF file and you want a TIFF file, please feel free and contact me, and I will send you some TIFF files from my PSD files if you're not able to use PSD files. But Photoshop and Photoshop Elements both work with PSD and TIFF files. Okay. So we have here the storybook templates. We have the title here, and then we have the different pages. And for example, let's open one, cancel, we close the styles here, we don't need that. And let's open my Pixabay app in my Photoshop, which is a free app. or extension for Photoshop. You can Google that or ask in the artology group by my girls, and they will send you the info how you can add the Pixabay app into your Photoshop. Oh, let's use that puppy here. Okay, this is what we can do. We want to use that here on this red watercolor, and let's clip that into it. So puppy. Okay, let's use that one here. And it's so easy to use those templates with your images. It didn't. I was wrong. This is nah. Jetzt. So, that was now a little bit German. Okay, so really so easy to add your images. You will create in a fast way your monthly templates, and have if you have all the templates from the whole year, you will get a storybook template in letter size. In a short time you will get that done. I guess if you have all the storybook templates maybe from 2016, you get all your book of memories for 1 year done on a weekend. I'm very sure, because that is so easy to use, and in a fast way you have your results. Okay, you have the text boxes here, and you have the image boxes. You have a little bit of decoration. You can add some more with the artsy bits if you like, but you can leave this how you want. You can change the color, for example, here, or you can use here maybe some of the styles to change the gray. So you can change that into the red, for example, and then add your text, and you are done. And that's really what I wanted to create with the storybook templates. So all the storybook templates I have in my shop are all very easy and fast to use. Okay, so these are the storybook templates, and don't save. So you get here 12 different pages, again double pages, and a title and a back page, and this is what you can create for 1 month, and you are done. Then another pack, I have the monthly weekly templates, and when you get those templates and they show up in white, like this one, when you open them, or you open the zip file, you see the white templates. Nothing happened, don't worry. It's also mentioned delete this layer and turn on all layers. So you click on the first one, click on the first layer on top, like the June copy, click on it, and then hold the shift key and slide down on the eye icon. That's all, and then it's all turned on. So this is the trick behind the templates, and you get a double page, and then I split them up in a 12 by 12 template, each page as 12 by 12, and then we have this double page. And this is the monthly overview here. You can use them as a collage, for example, and right here some infos or thoughts or whatever you like to. You can only use the collage page, for example, or you can only use the text boxes. This is up to you, and you can mix and match everything how you want. Okay, then we have here the week 23 here. Also here you go and click on it, double page, turn off the first layer on top, slide down, and then everything is turned on. They are pretty pre-created for you. Also here, let's use that one. So that's all. This image is just behind this frame here, and you need only to add your text, change the headline. You can move that everything here around so that fits better. This is up to you, and then you are done. You can also add here some magic lights. Let's try something by this one. On top of it, multiply, color burn, so it intensifies a little bit the colors. Linear burn, color dodge, it is too bright, but you can add that maybe here on top. Linear dodge. Or let's try something else. Maybe we have something with more red in. Let's try that one. And color burn. So it burns the color. It intensifies in that moment the red and the green here on top. Or the linear burn. So it recolors here the white. And the overlay, it makes it too bright here with the white, but maybe you want to slide down a little bit the opacity here, so it makes a little bit of a retro effect here. Color dodge is very heavy, also that one is very heavy. What else can we try? Let's try this one with a little bit of blue. Let's see what happens. Lighten doesn't work. Color dodge, linear dodge also not works, but overlay works pretty cool. This is a nice effect here. Okay. Multiply makes it a little bit of bluish. Don't know here. Color burn makes it really popping out here. It depends on where the dark spots of the magic light is placed. So more on the red, it intensifies the green. So you need to place that like that one. Linear burn. This is how it looks. So what you also can do is invert a magic light. Let's see what happens. Let's try this one. We invert it, but we press Command and I, so we invert that magic light, and then we go and multiply, color burn, linear burn. This is what, but it will work with color dodge, and this is what you get then as a result. Color dodge, linear dodge. So this is a second or another way to use those magic lights with inverting them. this is also here. You can add this little spot here on the top, on the bottom here. And what you also can do is change the color by pressing Command U. Hue and saturation is that, and then change here the color. So this is what also can you do it. There are so many ways to use the magic lights. I should do a quick tip video once to show that. Okay, so we have here the monthly template 23. Okay, then we have the 24. This is how they look. You also get here a double page and also the 12 by 12 page here. And then we have the week 25, also here a double page in the 12 by 12, and the week 26 also here you get the double page plus the 12 by 12 versions. So this was the Wildflower collection from 2016. I think it is pretty nice, wonderful collection, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoy the collection when you buy it. I'm really thankful for each and everyone looking at the videos, buying my creation, because that makes me so happy and sure pushes me to create more for you. And if you like to join my Artology group, please feel free to jump in and have some fun with us. Also, when you jump directly into my all about NBK-Design folder, you can find here an URL file. Double click on it and you will get a link collection here. And if you click, for example, at the Artology Facebook group, you will redirect it to Facebook, and this is the group. Ooh, that's huge, and it's in German here, so I'm admin and make it smaller, so like that one. So this is how the group looks like. Some customers share their creation with us. One of the CT girls, you get lessons to work with, you get different videos, you get announcement, you get infos before, and you can ask if you have any questions. So if you like to join the Artology group, please feel free. And we have some questions before you enter the group, and to see that you are a scrapper, a digital scrapper, and we can be sure that you not anyone else to spam the group. So we take there very care that we are just digital scrappers, and to keep that environment safe and happy for you. Yes. So we have here the different links for the video tutorials. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on the Facebook group. We have the inspiration gallery on Pinterest, my products to shop, newsletter, Twitter. I'm not active at Twitter. You only get the Twitter infos from my Facebook group, from my Facebook wall. And then we have the gallery at the lily pad. Then the blog itself. If you like to subscribe to the blog, that would also be great, because my CT girls post there also their layouts with a little bit of instruction, or what kind of products they have used. So maybe this is something for you also interesting. And then we have yes, newsletter, blog, scrap on iPad, which will come later. Okay, So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like the videos, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have one. If you have any question, feel free to ask. I'm always happy to be able to help you, and have a happy time, and bye.